Hi, my name is PeeJ. Let me not waste your time. Today I'm going to be showing you some tips on how to make your first AMV in DaVinci Resolve. I will be going over how to move around the timeline, how to line up your clips with audio, and some basic transitions to get you started. To start off, I'm assuming you know how to drag footage into your media pool and get the clips onto the timeline. Here are some movement tips on how to move. While holding down Control in the scrolling, you are able to scroll down the timeline. While holding down Alt and scrolling, you are able to zoom in on wherever the playhead is on the timeline. And by holding down the scroll wheel, you are able to drag wherever you want onto the timeline. If you want to cut clips or split them in half, you're going to hit B for the blade tool, and you're going to click wherever you want to split the clip. And if you hit A, you go back to your cursor. What we want to begin doing with our clip is splitting it to where the scenes end and start. To do this, we're going to drag our playhead across the timeline to see where we want to split the clips. You can drag your playhead, you can hit the arrow keys to go frame by frame, you can hold down your arrow key to scrub through frames. What we want to do is split the clip right where the scene starts. Say we have this clip and we want to split it, we're going to go to the first frame of the scene and split the clip right there. Then we're going to go to the end of the scene and split the clip at the end, and then rinse and repeat for the rest of the clips. Once we split all our clips, then we can add music. Here's some music I recorded through OBS. All you got to do to get rid of the video footage is right click, go down to link clips and uncheck that, and then click on the video layer and delete it. If we want to view the audio track longer so we can see the wavelengths, we're going to go to the side where it has the audio tracks listed and pull down on this line. Drag your audio to the beginning of the timeline, then we're going to mark out the beats of where we want the transitions to happen. In order to put a marker down, we're going to hit M on our keyboard. If you don't have your clip selected and you hit M, the marker will go on your timeline. If you select a clip, the marker will go on your clip. And if you select audio, the marker will go on your audio. Throughout the music, we're going to mark the beats. Everywhere on the audio where the wavelength spikes, that's where we're going to put a marker. Once we're done with that, we're going to drag our clips that we want to match with the beats. To do this, we are going to drag our clip to our audio, and we're going to shorten it by dragging in the sides to fit with the audio, and rinse and repeat for the rest of the clips. Once we fit all of our clips into the beats and how we like it, then we're going to start adding transitions. The way I do transitions is through an adjustment layer. To find an adjustment clip, we're going to go to our effects library. We're going to go down to Toolbox, Effects, and drag adjustment clip above our clips. Once the adjustment clip is on our timeline, we're going to drag it back into the media pool, then delete the one that's on our timeline and drag it back onto the timeline. This ensures us that the adjustment clip will start at 0 to whatever frame that we go to. You're going to take your adjustment clip and line it up with your first scene. Then you're going to put your playhead over the clips and hit the fusion button. In the fusion page, this is where we're going to add all of our effects and transitions. To do that, we're going to use the most basic node, which is the transform node. We can hit shift space on our keyboard and type transform and click that and hit enter. Or we can go to the toolbar up right here and click the transform icon, and it will put a transition node onto our fusion page. Here we're going to connect our transform node to the node graph. You do this by clicking the right side of the line to get rid of the line, then by dragging the output of the media in to the transform and the output of the transform to the media out. In order to view what we're doing, we're going to click the media out and hit 2. It'll pop up that node into our viewer. Say if we click the media in node and hit 1, that will show the media 1 in the left viewer. The first transition that we're going to do is a zoom in transition. To do that, we're going to use keyframes. If you don't know what keyframes are basically wherever you make a keyframe is exactly the value that it's going to appear. Say at our first keyframe, we want our size to be normal, and then wherever we want the second keyframe, we click, hit the keyframe button, and adjust the size to our liking, and you'll get something like this. But we don't want that, we want a transition, so we're going to do it like this. You're going to keyframe the starting frame of your timeline and the last frame of your timeline, and we're going to adjust the size on our last frame with the keyframe, so it will save that size in order to make the transition. You'll have something looking like this, which is not an ideal transition. To fix that, we're going to go into our spline graph. Spline graph is where we can adjust how the transition is going to look. There are many curves you can use to adjust the spline graph, but this is how we're going to do the zoom in transition. To start off, we're going to highlight all of our keyframes in the spline viewer. Then we're going to click the smooth button over here or hit S on our keyboard. This is going to allow us to make the proper curves that we want. Then we're going to drag this line over here and drag this line over here so the curve bends like this. This kind of curve is called an ease out curve. Lastly, before I zoom in, we're going to go to settings, then motion blur. We're going to click the quality and the shutter a couple times to make sure that when the zoom happens, there's going to be a blur and it's going to make it look better. And you may be wondering how we're going to zoom out. So in order to zoom out, we're going to go back to our edit page and drag in another adjustment clip onto our next clip. We're going to do the same thing we just did. Keyframe the starting frame, keyframe the last frame. At the starting frame, we're going to zoom out like this. On our transform node, we can go to edges and hit mirror. Once we keyframed our sizes, we're going to go to our spline graph again, but this time we're going to make an ease in curve, which looks like this. Then we're going to add motion blur, and this is what we should have for our transition. Now we need to transition to the next clip. So what we're going to do is go back to the fusion page on this adjustment clip and add another transform node. For this transition, I'm going to do a slide. In order to do that, we're going to keyframe our position. Keyframe the beginning, keyframe the end. At the last keyframe, we're going to move our position to the left and turn on mirrored edges and adjust the spline as an ease out curve. Then we'd go back to the edit page and put an adjustment clip on our next scene. In the fusion page, we're going to keyframe the position at the start and at the end, adjust the position at the start, make it ease in curve, turn on our motion blur settings, and there you go, you got the slide transition. After you know those two transitions, those are pretty much the basics. You can use those to do all sorts of things, and that's the basis of most transitions that you're going to use in the future. All you got to do is finish your edit and it should look like this. If this video helped you, please leave a like. And if you have any more questions or requests on what I should do in the future, please leave a comment to let me know. Also, if you would like to join an AMV editing community on Discord, there's a link to one in the description where we can help you out if you have any questions or share projects that we've done. It's a really good community and I suggest you guys should join. And with that, please subscribe and have a good day.
What's your zodiac sign? Do you think I'm fine? Am I wasting your time? Wait, because you looking divine, do you want to be mine? No, I see it as fine, okay. She got me slipping and sliding, she whole rush, she riding, she closing her eyelids, she feels just so you know I'm a Leo, I'm worth like two people, that makes us a trio ideal, alright?